What's going on? It's your man MCD, all the way from Lebanon, Tennessee, the Great 615. I'm checking in with TampaMystic on the industry's most wanted podcast. Let's go. Cadillacs, 24s, Tennessee pimpin', Superfly, whiskey drinking Tennessee women. If you ain't from the 6, then you can't ride with me. 12s in the back, that's how we Tennessee living. Cadillacs, 24s, Tennessee pimpin', Superfly, whiskey drinking Tennessee.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Boom, boom, boom. Listen, we got Tennessee in the building.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to MCD. What's going on with you, family?
What's good with you, Tampa?
Give me some love, man. Boom. I appreciate this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna get no details, but you know I appreciate you.
Yeah, you know it's love on my end.
You a real one. Big facts,
that.
man. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You drove down from Tennessee.
Yep.
What part of Tennessee?
I'm from Lebanon, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville. So I grew up pretty much in both areas because my pops is from Nashville. So
understood. Absolutely. Bring this mic down just a little bit. I want to make sure there you go. Boom. Give us that official introduction. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Your man MCD, Mr. Tennessee Pimpin', from the Great 615, down here kicking it with Tampa. Just new on the scene and we making some noise here. So locked in.
Straight like that, man. You came out and performed at one of our recent, was it my birthday showcase that you came to?
I think it was
biggest birthday. Yeah, your biggest, yeah. So thank you for being there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was definitely dope.
Yeah. And you did your thing, man. Like you really stood out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I invited you to come sit down. You know what I'm saying? Because I really noticed what you did.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I did the next BIG at that showcase, which is like a different song.
Yes.
You know, I think a lot of people were up there kind of like trap music and stuff like that. So I was like, man, let's flip the vibe,
yes.
One time. So yeah, standing out is important to me. So I'm glad you noticed that.
Absolutely. And that's the key is we don't want to fit in. We want to stand out, right?
Most definitely.
And you did that. Like you came in there, you made your mark, you did your thing. People noticed you, you know what I'm saying? And you've got a good spirit, good energy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just, I think like I told you last time, I'm just trying to be a light for people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We already deal with enough bullshit as it is.
Absolutely.
So the last thing I want to do is add any of that to what you already got going on. So
yeah, there's a lot of toxicity in the world, you know? A lot of freaking weirdos out there.
Facts.
Did you grow, you said how do you say your city?
Lebanon. Yeah, like the country.
Lebanon, okay. Did you grow up there?
Yeah, I did. Born and raised, pretty much. Grew up on Hobbs and Cleveland Street, which is a legendary street in my town. But yeah, I come from Lebanon's a very small place, but we have a lot of impactful people. So I'm from the same city as Coco Jones is from.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so her dad was actually my football coach for the longest. Got Zion Logue, who plays for the Georgia Bulldogs down here. He's been a part of the 2 championship teams, and he's going for the 3rd Pete right now. So.
Wow.
Colton Dow just got drafted by the Titans from Lebanon, so now I'm here next on the scene, waiting to make that impact. So our city is small, but it's definitely like one of those blessing cities. You know what I'm saying? Just making the most of where you come from.
Absolutely, it sounds like a lot of superstars have come out of your city, including yourself.
Most definitely.
You know, you're not next, you're now. You got now. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Most definitely. You're so humble, and I love that.
Thank you.
You know, humility will really carry you a long way in life.
No doubt. I think I don't know, when you grow up kind of like I did, you faced all them challenges and the stuff that I had to go through growing up. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of like default you to that to a certain extent, to where, you know, it's just you got no choice but to be thankful every day. So
yes,
that's just kind of how I live by my motto. So
speaking on that, when you wake up in the morning, right? Open your eyes. What's the first thing that you do? And keep it G.
I keep it G?
Yeah.
Well, my girl would probably say I'm grumpy as hell. She says I'm not a morning person. But no, I definitely make sure I thank God every morning I wake up. That's just who I am. You know, I've been through a lot. Didn't even think I'd make it to C28 or, this point in my life. So I'm definitely thankful for, where I am now. And just every day, I just try not to take it by granted. I try to live in my current moment. So.
I love it. I love that, man. You know, when we walk in faith, you're like, God handles everything,
yes,
you know?
Every time.
We go through challenges from time to time. Mm-hmm. What was your childhood like growing up out there?
Childhood was like, definitely, my my pops had went away for a little bit, so it was, me growing up with my mom's single mom. I was thinking about it the other day. So my mom definitely busted her ass to do what she could to take care of us, but. I didn't have a lot of stability growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, we for real traveled house to house, eviction notes. So I think I counted, between the time I was in like kindergarten all the way to me graduating high school, we moved to 12 different places, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing that, and my mom also has a disability, so around my junior year, senior year of high school, she got really sick. And she went from, kicking it with the girls all the time to being broken down, to having to use a walker and kind of bed confined, you know what I'm saying? So it forced me to grow up a little bit quicker and become a man a little bit earlier in my stage of life. But honestly, I think just those things just kind of blessed, it made me who I am. So I'm definitely thankful for it. So
yeah, absolutely. You became the man of the house at that point.
Most definitely. And it's kind of still like that now. Like, I have my uncles and all that, but I'm still kind of like the one that they turn to and look up to, which is a little odd, but I think God built me for that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of it. So
absolutely. Is your mom still with us?
Yeah, she's still with us.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
okay.
She's still with us.
Good. Okay. Would she live near you?
Yeah, she does. She actually lives like 2 minutes from me, so I'm always stopping by
That's
down
great.
there. And she has like home services and stuff like that to help her out and stuff like that throughout the day. So I still, that's my girl. So
of course.
I'm a mama's boy. I ain't got no shame in that. So.
I know that's as you should be.
Yeah,
like I was telling our last guest, he had a daughter, and I was saying, a girl, their first love is their dad. And same thing with a boy, your first love is your mother.
Facts.
Because that's the person that brought you in this world, nurtured you, raised you. Through my son, 29, and he's still a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for real, that's always going to be my baby. And that's good that she's close to you. That way you can be there, because I'm sure she loves every second that you spend with her.
Oh, yeah. She loves every second, and she's loved watching this journey that I've created so far. That's happened so quick, but just talking with her, she's definitely one of my biggest fans, and love seeing what we're doing. So
what's her name?
Veronica.
Veronica, we love you.
We love you, Ma.
Yes, that is so dope, and I love the fact that she's a supporter of you, of your music.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's important to you, right?
Oh, yeah, it is, and we'll see. I definitely got a solid base in terms of just my family, like all of them support, like friends, the whole nine, like they're sharing stuff constantly, always word of mouth, just trying to put me on. So like that stuff is rare, because I've seen a lot of artists who don't have that support, and and it just makes it a little bit harder. But like I can't even stress like how important it is just to have that base, and like one share, you never know who will see it, So yeah, I'm definitely appreciative of all y'all.
Yeah, gratitude is deep, most definitely. Before you got into music, were you in the streets at all?
Nah, I wasn't in the streets. Well, I come from a very street family, and I think just seeing, like their path, like both my uncles went to jail, shot. My pops was gone for a while.
Yeah.
And I was also that kid that was the big football star. So, like, even if I did try to go to the streets, they going to call, hey, Shanita, your brother out here? Like, they going to hold you accountable. It was always like, nah, big dog, like, you got a brighter future. Like, ain't getting into none of that. So, I was never in the streets. Just, I think, really, just ball just kept me away from all that. And just seeing, also my family go through that, and the impact it had on me when my pops was gone, so.
Yes, absolutely. When we have people that are close to us and they go through that, they kind of like lead by example. We see the bull crap that they got to deal with, like you saying, being incarcerated and stuff. Because that was my sister. My sister's now passed, but she was always in trouble and going to jail. And I was like, I don't want to be that person, right. And I think seeing her do that discouraged me from it. And it sounds like the same thing with you.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. And I was like, I ain't trying to do none of that.
I know that's right. I wouldn't survive in jail. How long did you play ball?
So from a wee bee all the way up into college. Went to a school out of Arkansas, right out of high school, then went to UT Martin, played there for a little bit. We had spoke last time, I have a heart disease.
Yes.
So ultimately, my heart disease didn't allow me to keep playing at the level that I needed to play,
Understood.
And had many challenges with that, just, life scares, life flights, and the whole nine. So, I played all the way up until about my junior year, and then I had to, call it quits pretty much.
Understood. Your body said,
Nah, it was not messing with it. So,
So let me ask you this, dealing with that, having a heart disease, like, is there certain things, obviously you couldn't play ball no more. Is there certain other things that you are limited to or restricted from doing because of it?
Not necessarily limited. I just take medication and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful, like when I'm out in the sun for long periods of time, got to make sure I stay hydrated and stuff like that. Just helping take care of my body. I'm a big guy. I love to eat. So I probably haven't been doing that as well as I need to.
We all go through that. Trust me. I'm dealing with it too.
Facts. but just helping out my body and keeping as much stress off my heart as possible is the most important thing. So
absolutely. And you know what? What I've really learned is the old saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes there's people who are a little larger, but they're healthier than that skinny person because you just never know.
Right.
Or it could be the skinny person that has all the health issues, or you know what I'm saying? Like my dad had a quadruple bypass.
Oh, wow.
But he's super slim to look at him, but it's like in his earlier years, they eat like crap and it catches up to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like me, I'm 49 and I promise you guys, I could endure some of these youngins because I do a lot of cardio and I work out and stuff like that.
I be seeing you on the steps and I'm like, hey, she be getting it.
Hey, we be getting it in, you know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this, like, you said you a bigger guy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yeah, I honestly, and I believe that because, I feel like I'm more healthy than, I guess you could say, the average person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just... I guess maybe it's just me growing up playing ball my whole entire life and stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying.
And you look healthy. Sometimes you can look at a person and they just look unhealthy.
Yeah. Hey,
you look
going through it.
like, I don't know what you got going on, bro, but you might need to drink some water.
Facts. So I'm big on the water. Big on the water.
Absolutely.
I love me some water.
And getting proper rest is a big thing, too.
It is.
So important.
Now, I got these kids running around, so I try to get the rest when I can. Look, they be kicking my ass.
How many babies you got?
I got 3. You got Emmett, Caden, and Callie. So my pride and joy has got 2 boys and a little girl. So
yeah, that is amazing. How did fatherhood change your life?
It was crazy, especially because my oldest son Emmett, he came into my life like. Some stuff had happened. They thought somebody else was his dad, the whole 9. So the same time I was having my first son, his mom came and was like, hey, could be a possibility, this is your son. Came back, he was mine. And so he was like 2 at the time. So I had like a 2-year-old son and a newborn son at the same time. Wow. So life was really like, boom, like
hits you heavy. It's like being on that football field. Bam.
So it was like go time, but I've always been because my dad's in my life, and just that little time period when he was gone, I had to come back and learn him and everything like that. So one thing that always has stuck with me, I was like, man, I just want to make sure that, I'm always here for my kids and always, present and just being the best father that I can for them. So there was never ever like, okay, like I ain't met you in 2 years and I don't know about it. It was just like, okay, you my son, like what's up?
Absolutely. So and them early years, they don't remember that anyway. So he'll never know that you weren't there. Like you said, it wasn't by choice. You just didn't know.
And I'll tell you this, and one thing I'll always remember, the first time he stayed the night with me and he had slept in my bed or whatever, he was just like holding on to me like he had been missing it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just like a great feeling. But I'll tell you though, my youngest, my daughter, she's 1. She runs the house. She runs the house. Listen, I ain't got to worry about her. She going to be able to hold her own. I can already see it. She be beating up everybody and everything.
She's the youngest in charge.
She is. She runs the house. So,
that is so dope. I love it.
Yeah, I love them to death, though, for sure.
Absolutely. It's the biggest blessing because when you have kids, it becomes instantly bigger than you.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And that's why I'm doing this, to create generational wealth. I mean, the path that I'm on, I'm the first one in my family to kind of set forward in this, And I know I'm doing right just seeing my son running around with the microphone, acting like he's performing. And my daughter's always dancing to the songs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm hoping, they do something odd off the wall like their pops did and create their own path and legacy as well. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Why did you get into music?
Honestly, it happened during the pandemic, so just kind of stuck in the house. I've always loved music my whole entire life. And just seeing like some of the things that people from my city were like putting out. I'm constantly always writing. The thing is, in school, I hated writing. Now as an adult, like it's the most constant relief for me there is.
Yeah, because you're getting to write about what you want to write about.
Right. So so I just tried it. I went to the studio one time, and honestly, the first song I had, it wasn't even a song. It was just a bunch of stuff I had written, and I told the producer, I'm like, hey man, I don't know like what we're gonna do with this, but he was like, hey man, just go in there and start recording what you got written, and he's like, and we'll put it together.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
And it was called Respectfully, and it was a great song.
Wow.
And I put it out, and funny story is, before I started rapping, I told all my friends and family, like, hey, y'all, I'm about to start rapping. And everybody's like, no, you're not. Like, nah, don't be, nah. And then I send this first song to them, and everybody's like, oh, hold on, wait. This you?
You fired.
This your first song? I'm like, yeah. So it just kind of stuck. It hit, and we ran with it, and now we here, so.
Absolutely, and I'm proud of you. Like, you've been through some stuff. You had to grow up early, being the man of the house, because, you said your mom, Veronica, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Had some things, that she had to deal with on her health issue. And, you stepped up and you did your thing, and you're a father now.
Yep.
You out here doing your thing. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's love for sure.
Most definitely. Let's talk about some of the music that you've released. You got this record that's an anthem for Tennessee.
Yep, Tennessee Pimpin'.
Tennessee Pimpin'. It's such a dope record, you guys. It's in rotation on the Hype 87.3. I love the song, but before we get into that, let's talk about Tennessee as a whole. Did Memphis have an influence on you?
Yeah, Memphis definitely did. I grew up heavy on the 3-6.
Yeah.
Like 3-6 was I love 3-6.
Legendary.
And even Memphis, and even like the Texas rap with the Bun B's.
Oh yeah.
And, all of that. So like I think that whole genre kind of blends together.
Understood.
But Juicy J and all them, even people like Andre 3000 who worked closely with them as well. Yeah, they had a huge impact. Don Tripp, all those guys. So, and I feel like Tennessee Pimpin' has like that Memphis kind of style kick to it,
It definitely does. You represented Tennessee as a whole with that record.
Yeah, and that was the vision for it, honestly. And I'm not from Memphis, but I wanted to equip, the culture in there as well.
Absolutely.
So that's why we got the Jukin in there, and that community, they have helped take that song to new heights. So shout out to them. Shout out to Benny T, man. I appreciate you, boy.
That's dope. I had posted on my Instagram story, I think 2 days ago, you can put questions on there and people can answer it. So I asked who people thought was the best rapper of all time. They came in first was Tupac.
Okay.
Then we had second place was Lil Wayne. I know you said Wayne. And then third was Andre 3000, which I thought was a solid lineup.
I love that list.
Who would you have put in there if you answered that question?
It's crazy because I love Andre 3000, but I definitely have to go with Wayne. It's definitely the GOAT. I'm a huge Drake fan.
Yes.
And then it might have to be Biggie to me. Like, I know Tupac is Tupac, but I love some Biggie.
Me too.
Honorable mention probably be like Jay-Z or Kanye.
It's hard because there's so many greats, and you're there.
I appreciate
you are going to be on that list for somebody.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely do. And to be honest, like those people that we named, those are like the people that I go back and I listen to and I study. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like constantly watching music videos. How did they do this? How did they do that? So yeah, I definitely want to be just like them. So it's crazy to sound. Hopefully one day I'm considered better than them.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. So that's my mindset. So
what you have to do, you have to study the greats. Like that old saying goes, don't try to reinvent the wheel. And that really means, figure out the formula. Like, not that you have to do it exactly like them,
right?
But if it worked for them, incorporate some of what they're doing or what they've done into what you're doing. And that's absolutely what you are doing.
Yep, no doubt.
So tell us about this Tennessee Pimpin' record. It's such a vibe. And like I said, it's an anthem. What made you decide to write this record?
Honestly, I don't never listen to the radio, but for some reason I was, and that Raise Up song came on, Pity Pablo.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I was like, we don't really have no Tennessee anthem.
Yeah.
And I got the beat from one of my producers, Blake Market. He's out of Kentucky, and when he was playing it or whatever, I was just Cadillacs, 24s, Tennessee pimping, and it just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? So just started writing it, and I think how the reason why I believe like I'm chosen for this is like when I'm writing, just kind of like I just kind of black out, and you know, it's just kind of like it just happens, and after you're done, you're like looking back at it like, damn, I did this.
I didn't realize I wrote 5 pages.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the lyrics and sounding like, God, like this is a hit. And it just captured just everything that Tennessee's about, just like our way of life, our mindset, you know what I'm saying? So after I made it, I was sending it out to my family, and everybody was like, "Hey, nephew, like this the one."
The one, yeah.
This the one that was like, I don't care if you put out anything else, but this is the one.
This the one.
And so yeah, it stuck. My dancer, his name is Benny. He had a pretty huge platform on TikTok. And he posted it behind the scenes, and it went crazy, and like 700,000 views.
What?
Yeah, and
wow, super viral.
Yeah, super viral. And so I was like, dang, I'm like, hold on, let me get a piece of that.
I'm really onto something.
Yeah, so I ended up posting one on TikTok, and it went crazy viral. So I think over with both of those videos combined, we're at like 2.5 million views. I was saying 1.1, I didn't do the math, but we're at like 2.5 million views on TikTok. 350,000 digital streams. The thing I love the most about it is it's more than Tennessee. So we were looking at the numbers, like we're in Atlanta, we're in Houston.
Wow.
Like we're pretty much like it's turned to like a worldwide anthem. So I'm constantly getting every day tagged people in California and stuff like that. And so I think I underestimated the song's ability.
Yeah.
I didn't really think of it being captured as like a people's way of life, but people like see the song as an identity and something that they can relate to. So
absolutely, it's like that anthem.
Yeah, most definitely.
So for anybody out there who maybe is slightly hesitant about putting a song out like similar to that, what would you say to them?
Man, just do it. Just chase your dreams. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think that this was possible. You know, because December 1st, I actually walk out Austin Dule, who's a professional boxer from Tennessee. Shout out to Austin. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna be walking out with Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings.
No way.
Yeah, so when I go, I'm definitely gonna talk to him. Like, hey man, like, I'd love to have you on the Tennessee Pimp remix because he's from Tennessee.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, and he's a humble guy, humble giant just like me. So I definitely think that could be something that could be great, but it could be possible,
It will be. We're manifesting it.
Most definitely.
I'm big on that. Like, we have to speak stuff into existence.
Yeah, no doubt. That's how I am.
Fruition, manifest it. You have to, absolutely. Everything that you're doing, you've manifested it.
Right, no doubt. Yes, ma'am.
You have to believe in yourself first.
Yeah, for sure. And that's how I am. That's my motto. And that's honestly why I believe I'm here right now, is just having those dreams that only you think is possible. Everybody else think you're crazy until you do it, So that's one of my mottos. It's only impossible until you do it. So
absolutely. And never say that you can't do something.
Yeah, no.
Because it's like if you've never attempted to do it, how can you say you can't? I seen there was this older white dude, he was a video clip I seen, and he was talking about that. He's like, never say that you can't do something if you haven't ever attempted to do it.
Right.
People be like, oh, I can't do. They'll see someone else doing something. Oh, I can't do it. How do you know if you've never tried?
Right. Nah, it's a psychological thing for sure, because sometimes you could defeat yourself psychologically before you even start. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Getting in your own way.
Facts.
Most
blocking
definitely.
your own blessings.
Right. That's exactly what happens. I know you said when you do your writing, you kind of like black out. You're in your zone. How does writing help you with your mental?
I think for me, it's just like a form of therapy, just, when you have kids, you got fiance, you got work, you got all that going on. It's just kind of just like a point in time for me where I'm able to just kind of like just get away from all that and just do a form of therapy, just start writing. I'm real big on writing my affirmations as well. So
yes,
writing down my affirmations, and then I'll start writing some music. And I think for me, one thing, I'm pretty versatile. I'm able to just kind of like wherever the music takes me is where, my mind goes. So it's not like I'm getting on a specific trap, like, hey, I want to write trap today, or hey, I want to write a love song today. It's just kind of wherever the music takes me and my mind takes me, you know. So I try to keep it as genuine as possible. So.
Absolutely. And that's when people really resonate with it and relate to it, when you keep it very genuine.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, I've been talking about this a lot, and some people may get tired of me talking about it, but I talk about mental health because it's very real.
Oh, yeah.
People go through depression, anxiety. I get anxiety.
Yeah, no
and
doubt.
we have to be able to be okay with talking about it. So, you know, thank you for sharing that with us, you know, like, you know, because it does help.
Oh, yeah. See, so I've had a point in time where I've talked to like a therapist, and even today, so like I'll share something. So I lost my brother 2 years ago on this exact date. So I was driving down here, and just people were tagging me in pictures. I'm looking at videos,
wow.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, like, I'm in this terrible ass mindset. I'm about to have to go do this interview, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my gosh.
But honestly, I believe just like, you know, like, I'm like, I had to shift my mindset. Like, now I'm coming down here to do an interview with Tampa on my brother's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's here with us.
Facts. So just, and if I didn't learn like to kind of be able to flip my mindset just in like different therapy sessions and stuff like that, then I could have got down here and been in a crazy mood and ruined the opportunity and experience. But that stuff's just important to me, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's all about your mindset, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have to learn to be in control of it.
Yeah.
Because when people pass, of course, we have to grieve.
Oh, yeah,
That's essential. You have to grieve. But at some point in time, you're like, okay, now I have to move on.
Yep.
You know, of course, you still think about them all the time.
Yep.
You know, like I lost my sister, and I'm sure you're going to relate to this. I have times where my sister's been passed for 11 years now, and I still to this day have times where like, oh, I got to call my sister and tell her this. Mm-hmm. Isn't that like odd? Even though, you know, do you ever experience stuff like that?
I have a bunch of times, and actually, even when my daughter, who's one, and we were in the, you know, at the I forgot what it's called, the baby doctor.
Yeah, the pediatrician.
Yeah, and we get the ultrasound, and I'm sending it out to everybody, and I typed in his name to send it to him, and that's when it just kind of hit me, and I bawled like a baby right there in the doctor's office, and my girl, she just kind of held me. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I told her, you know what I'm saying? She just like gave me a minute, and it was just like one of those things, like, damn, this sucks, but you know, I'd rather him be where he's at now than here, and like this world is fucking crazy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So. He's really the one winning right now, so it just be selfish of me to still want him here. So.
He up there chilling with my sister, okay? They up there having a good time.
Kicking it.
Waiting. You know, at some point in time, the only thing that's guaranteed in life is that our clock's going to expire.
Yeah, no doubt.
And maybe pay taxes. But, you know, outside of that, like we're all going to transition, and it's about think about this. I like to get deep with this. We've been talking for 27 minutes now. We're 27 minutes older than we was when we started. Like, it's deep.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Time just passes us by so quickly.
You can't get it back either. So
cannot get it back, man. So I love the fact that you're doing everything right. Like, I commend you. You're a father. You're a fiance. You know, like, you're just a good son, a good friend. You're just an all-around good person, man. I'm proud of you for real.
Thank you.
Definitely keep doing your thing. Are you going to be in album mode anytime soon?
So, not album mode, because I'm still one of those like old heads. I think album is like precious, you know what I'm saying? So like I want my very first album to be absolutely iconic, you know. Yes. So I'm still holding that on the back burner, but I am in the midst of getting ready to drop an EP, about 6 or 7 tapes. I think, wow. Yeah, it should be pretty dope. I just actually recorded 2 more songs that I wrote, and I loved them, and I just wanted to get them on wax. And I was like, man, I think we got to put this on the tape. So those will be a part of the tape. But, yeah, we got 6 or 7 songs that are really strong. So I think it's going to really open up like a bunch of eyes. People are, who is this, you know? So,
did you say 67?
No, 6 to 7.
Oh, 6
no,
to...
Listen, 67, nah.
I was like, man.
Nah, 6 to 7.
6 to 7, yeah. Okay.
Nah, 67, they might be like, nah, turn this off, man.
That's the longest album in history. You'll be in the Guinness Book of World Record for the longest album in history.
That's some Chris Brown stuff. He had that one crazy album with all those songs on it.
Right.
Nah, I'm new on the scene. I'm going to let y'all get adjusted to me. Trust me. But not 67. Not right now.
That is so funny. I was like, dang, that's a long album. So 6 to 7. So like an EP.
Right. Yeah. An EP was 6 to 7 songs on there. And it's got a vibe for everybody. Like I got another anthem on there, but for the ladies this time.
Nice.
I got a couple trap songs on there, just, something you can just get hyped to, wake you up on your way to work. And got some real songs, just something I'm just talking about my life and a little bit about the stuff that I've been through, So
Love it.
It's just something for everybody to take in and digest. So I'm really excited about it.
Is all the songs in the project already completed?
So they're all recorded. We're in the process now of getting them all mixed and mastered. Getting everything with the producers, the people who made the beat, make sure all they're squared away. Getting them with BMI and Sound Exchange, getting pretty much the whole process done. We got some dates for video shoots set up as well, so we're making sure that everything is precise, and we got a schedule where we can start rolling out everything for when it is released. So the songs are done. We're just getting the back end stuff tied up right now.
That's amazing, and I'm so glad that you went into depth about that because a lot of artists miss those steps.
Oh yeah, those are important.
Super important. Before you put a record out, you should have all your business together, because what if it takes off quickly? You could miss a ton of money if you don't have your business together.
Right. And seeing in Tennessee Pimpin' had kind of opened my eyes to that because
yes,
like I wasn't with Slept On Music Group or anything. I was just kind of independent, just putting out music, you know what I'm saying? And then it took off, and my producer's like, "Hey man, did you register on Sound Exchange? You got the BMI? Is it copyrighted?" I'm like, dang, I didn't even know all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's a learning lesson.
Right. So, yeah, I was scrambling, trying to get all that stuff done. And now I'm stressing. He was like, yeah, man, all the people take people's songs and get the publishing for it all the time. So I'm like, man, this song that took off, somebody that took my publishing and all that. So, but yeah, I definitely don't want that stress no more. So, yeah, definitely artists, man, make sure you secure what's yours. That's the biggest thing I can tell you is make sure you secure what's yours. So
100%. Absolutely. Anything else you got coming up that everybody needs to know about?
Got a showcase in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay.
Well, not a showcase. It's just a performance. This guy who does artist showcase, he asked me to come just be like a special guest performer.
Nice.
It's their anniversary show, so we're going to do that at the Parada Center event. That's what it's called. So that's the 18th. Got December 1st. We'll be walking Austin Dule out with Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings. The plan is after he wins, we're going to do an exit performance. We're going to do Tennessee Pimpin' in the Ring. So
that is amazing. Huge opportunity.
Yeah,
that's a
super
blessing.
Dope. Yeah, super dope. So really looking forward to that. And then I did see the showcase on the 21st and seen all the things that y'all were giving away. So I had already sent it over to my manager. So we're going to get locked in with that as well. So y'all should see us down here in Georgia for that showcase on the 21st. So definitely trying to make sure we're in and out the year on a bang. The plan is to come into the new year with a lot of emotion and energy and just kind of feeding off from that. So trying to make the most of this last year. So
absolutely. You got to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, no doubt.
Big time. Like you said, go out of 2023 with a bang and enter into 2024 with a bigger bang. Because, like you said, the point is to outdo what you did this year.
Right.
2024, you got to go harder than you did this year and so on and so on.
Yep.
And you will.
Yeah, of course.
You will. I know
option.
you. I know.
That's the only option. I mean, we done set the bar here. We got to keep taking it here and there. So,
Straight like that.
Yep, straight like that.
Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to come down here. You know, tell us your story, being so transparent about everything from family to music to your future plans to your baby and your babies. You know what I'm saying?
No
all that. I appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you and just what you do for independent artists like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we do is hard. So just having somebody that gives us a solid platform and you really believe in what we do and you keep it solid. I've went back to the other shows and you give everybody their flowers and make them believe that it is possible. So I definitely do appreciate that. It's really rare to have genuine people like that, Tampa. So that's why I made sure I had to come back and make the drive. It's just real love. I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate it too because I really do this from my heart. Like, I love what I do. It's not about the money. It's about doing my passion. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt.
Just like music is your passion, like music is his passion. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Tell everybody where they can follow you at.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at _TheRealMCD. You can also follow me on TikTok at Deshaun Jones, DSHAUNJONES.
Your last name is Jones?
Yes, it is.
My son's last name is Jones.
Oh, word?
Hey, y'all might be kin. It's your kaka. That is so funny. Who do you want to shout out to?
Just want to shout out my family, fiance, twin. Shout out to Benny T, Slept On Music Group. Pretty much the whole nine. Everybody's been rocking with me and helped me get to this point that I am right now, man. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for real.
Most definitely. Last but not least, we live. Where are we at?
We in Atlanta, Georgia, Industries Most Wanted with TampaMystic, the hottest platform in the streets. Make sure you get locked in, man.
You better tell them. You heard what he said. Big Industries Most Wanted. We ain't doing nothing little around here. Ain't that right? Tell everybody in the whole world what makes you the Industries Most Wanted.
And what makes me the Industries Most Wanted is I'm unique. I'm my own sound. Kind of got that deep South trap feel that's not really around no more. So definitely in my own lane. I think I could, be pretty marketable as well. So I'm definitely in the streets Most Wanted.
Straight like that. Give me love one more time,
yes,
man.
I got you.
Boom. Appreciate you being here. We up out of here, y'all.
Peace. Everybody go and scream. Cadillacs, 24s, Tennessee pimping. Superfly, whiskey drinking Tennessee women. If you ain't from the 6, then you can't.